Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma. In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence from roof repairs to installations. Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes in Carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority, and Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana ice cream and treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma. The Sonoma Stompers pregame show is on the air. Kieran Costa and Nate Martin have you covered up until first pitch here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. Get all the insights and analysis for tonight's contest and hear from Stompers manager Zach Pace on the Stomper Report. Your coverage of Stompers baseball starts right now.
The Stompers officially entering the back third of the season. 28 played and 14 to go here in the summer of 2026. Welcome to the Stompers pregame show. I'm Kieran Costa with Nate Martin, getting you set for the Stompers and the Philippines. The Philippines baseball group based in Southern California, a CCL South affiliate team, make the trip up north. They did 3 times last year, Nate, and Sonoma won all 3, including an 18-2 blowout. The Philippines are winless here in 2026. A good time to keep, well, it's a 5-game winning streak rolling.
Yeah, and Sonoma has done a good job scoring runs in that win streak, passing the bats. We saw the Stomps put up 14 last night against Alameda, and while the pitching wasn't exactly there yesterday, it's been really solid over the last few days as well. Just super well-rounded baseball from Sonoma over the last week or so. Mason
Cortez gets the ball today, but before we break down the Stompers and the Philippines national team, we take you back through yesterday's 14-10 win over Alameda.
Through the first 6 games against each other, Sonoma and Alameda scored a combined 15 runs in the first inning, and a whole lot more would be added yesterday.
Sets at the chest and delivers. Vassell hits it hard into center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. 2 hops out to Isaiah Landry. 1 run scores Heredia. Carlson right behind him. There will be no throw. 2 RBI single for Tino Vassell. The hit parade continues. It's 3-0 Sonoma.
The Stompers would put up 5 runs on Merchant starter Tommy Curran. Sonoma's pitcher, Matthew Schallberger, didn't have much better luck.
2-2 pitch from Schallberger. Popped up. Very shallow left. Europero heading out, and it drops. Everybody moves up 90 feet. The runner is going to be sent to the plate. He's going to score as Mike Jones throws offline. And a bloop single for Gio Martini makes it 5-2 to score. Uber aggressive from Rob Rodriguez over at third.
There were a combined 9 runs in the first inning between the 2 teams, and Wesley Bass made sure to keep that going in the second for Sonoma.
Johnson's pitch to Wesley Bass is hit to left center field and deep. Landry back at the track. She's gone. Wesley Bass, 3-run home run to left center field. A 384-foot blast puts Sonoma ahead 10-4. Back-to-back 5 spots.
Okay, this game needed to cool down fast. Too bad neither team wanted to stop.
Runners on first and second and hits that one to right center. Taylor and Bass coming over, and it drops in the gap. Taylor grabs it off the ground. 1 run comes home. Nystrom gets a single. Loxa over to third. Alameda brings up the tying run to the plate. They trail by 3, 11-8 in the bottom of the 6th.
The Merchants would get within 2, but Sonoma made sure to shut the door in the 7th.
Europero, the lefty, steps in to face the righty, Rossi, and bounces that one over to second. Glove by Loxa, flips over to first in time for the second out, but a run crosses the plate. Carlson scores on a 4-3 ground out. Vassell over to third, Johnson over to second. Loxa didn't even try to turn 2 there. Extends Sonoma's lead, 14-9 here in the top of the 7th. 2 outs with runners on second and third for the righty Bass against the righty Rossi.
That was in part thanks to Devin Laginto getting a 9-out save with 7 strikeouts to extend the Stomps' winning streak to 5.
That was a nice win for Sonoma. It turned out to be their 5th consecutive victory, and that brings the overall record to 15-13. And Nate, a chance for a perfect week here. 2 against the 0-15 Philippines and then the San Francisco Seagulls on Sunday. But not to get ahead of yourselves. Sure, 0-15, but it's still a baseball game. Anything can happen. And it's an 0-15. It's 0-3 against the North. They've lost to both SLO, San Francisco, and Walnut Creek. But they've played some close games. They've put up 12 runs a couple times. Nothing comes easy in this league.
No, not at all. And they're competing in a tough South division. I would say usually every year the South is more competitive than the North. And putting up 12 runs against Arroyo Seco, yeah, sure, Arroyo Seco is last place among the unaffiliated teams in the CCL South, but they're still a really solid team, literally with D1 guys. 2-run loss to the Barons. Close games against the Riptide. It's a really solid group of players. A lot of them JUCO guys from LA Pierce that produce there. So definitely some names to be aware of.
I asked Zach Pace how you can't take any games for granted. No matter the record of the team you're playing, they could be first-place team or a last-place team. You have to attack each game like it's his own. Also a special guest on today's Stomper Report, Coach Mayo, the hitting coach. A little three-way conversation between me, Zach, and Mayo. You can listen to it right now. Welcome to the Stomper Report. I'm Kieran Costa here with both Stompers manager Zach Pace and hitting coach Paul Madarena. Mayo, we'll start with you. You weren't at the game yesterday, but the offense was great. They started the game. The first 6 guys got on base. What does it mean to have your guys set the tone like that at the top of the lineup?
Well, it's a great way to set the tone, like you said. And, and we got them around the bases, got them to home plate, in the first inning. Sometimes we've been getting on and just not getting them over and getting them in. So that was very nice to, give us a 5-0 lead to start the game.
And then the big thing there was you got 5 runs, but then going into the second inning, it was 5-4. What did it mean to sort of get that second 5 spot? You guys have struggled to put up multiple crooked numbers in a game this year.
Like that's probably even more special because when you get punched in the face, that just shows you how much, how good you are when you give up 4 and then you come back and get off canvas and get right back going again. I know that guy the umpire had a tight strike zone and we worked it to our advantage and And we got to step on throats when you can. It's a long game, and anything can happen, especially in the late innings.
That's some of the positives. Zach, with you, some of the negatives. The defense struggled again. From my count, that was your 5th 5-error game of the season, and a couple mental mistakes just on overthrows and things like that. Is that maybe the rundown of it being late July, or sort of what goes into those little mistakes?
Yeah, we had 5 errors, but 2 of those were catcher's interference on a guy that on a hitter that's had a lot of catcher's interference throughout his career. So I kind of give those a little wash. But the 2, I was a little frustrated with the 2 throws. We kind of compounded our mistake. Made a mistake on the first part of the play, and then instead of taking our time and making a good throw, we rushed and kind of went in panic mode, and then made a bad throw and compounded the mistake that we already made. So I just want to, we're going to make mistakes, we're going to make errors, but we don't need to panic or rush our throws, and just make sure we play catch after that, and then it's going to keep everything a little bit cleaner. Moving to today's game, you have the Philippines baseball group, a team that's 0-15 on the season. What's the mentality like with the guys? How do you make sure that they attack it like it's any other game? It's another big game. We always talk about every day is a big game. And no matter who you're playing, what day it is, if it's the championship game at the end of the year, first game of the year, or, dog days at the, towards the end, they're all big games. They all count. They all matter. So, we're going to be ready to go and hopefully play a good game and, be locked in for first pitch today. Coach Mayo, back to you. The scatter report on their pitcher says it's a fastball that tops out at 75 miles an hour. Even at sort of the JUCO level, you're not really seeing that from a starter. So none of the guys in this lineup are used to seeing like a top of 75. As a hitter, how does your approach have to change when you know that's coming?
Well, you just got to focus really on seeing the ball, seeing spin, and trying to get it out, hit it out of the catcher's mitt, and think right center approach, and knowing the fastball is not going to beat you. Just know that you take that out of the way already. So you just go up there, think right center, and still get a pitch you can drive. 100 pitch, get a pitch you can drive. But being on time is going to be the key thing for that because they don't have that number 1 to beat you. So, but they still can be lethal with that velo. You think in this league it's easier to hit 75 or 90 as the first pitch coming from a starter? I think both can be easy and hard. It just matters where they're located and what kind of spin they have, and if they have a secondary pitch. That's just a number. But if You know, no one cares how hard or soft you throw a ball forward too. So if you get your pitch in the right place, you can bang it. If they can locate it and then plus and minus you, it's gonna be a long day for hitters.
Zach, back to you. Mateo Heredia at third base today had a couple defensive miscues yesterday. Anything you want him to clean up at third base?
Yeah, just not to have those defensive miscues. I just want him to play good defense like he normally does. He's a really good defender. He works at it. He's got really good hands. So I think he'll be just fine. I'm not worried about him. I think more often than not, he's going to field the ball and do a good job. So hopefully he has a clean one for us today.
Mason Cortez gets his first start of the season. He was up and down in his first few starts and then went 3 shutout innings against Walnut Creek in the late innings last time he pitched. For a guy that's had a little bit of command issues here, what do you want to see out of him in the first inning? A lot of times we see guys like a little bit overamped, struggling with command in the first inning. What does he have to do in his starter routine to be sharp from the get-go?
Fill up the zone, put the pressure on the hitters, attack. We don't want to kind of pitch scared in a sense, and we don't need to do anything tricky. We just need to throw strikes. We're not trying to trick anybody. Just throw some strikes, and I think good things will happen, and he'll have a good outing.
Last one we'll go both of you. Mayo, you're the guest. You can go first. We'll do a guessing game or sort of a prediction game. Most quality at-bats in the lineup today. You can both pick one. We'll see who gets more.
Ooh. I am going CJ.
Johnston on the 8th spot. Zach, who do you have?
I will go with Heredia.
Thanks for the time, guys. Good luck today. Stompers 15-13, Philippines 0-15. Two teams going in very different directions. 5-game win streak compared to a 15-game losing streak. And Mason Cortez gets the ball today. His first start of the season. In 5 appearances, he's given up 6 earned runs, but he was really, really good last time out against Walnut Creek.
Yeah, and that came against Walnut Creek, right? One of the best teams in the CCL right now. Went 3 innings, only allowed 2 hits, no runs, and a lot of it was because he was trusting his defense, pitching to weak contact, getting easy outs that way. He's got a pretty solid defense behind him. Well, yesterday Sonoma did give up 5 errors. It's still an opportunity for Stomps to bounce back against the team that you're hoping to beat.
Yeah, Stompers try and get their 4th win over the Philippines in 2 years. A team that went 4-19 last year. They're 0-15 this year. The Stompers try and win their 6th in a row and improve to 16-13 and continue to gain some ground on the Crawdads and extend their lead over the Merchants for that 3rd wild card spot. We have lineups and first pitch next on the Stompers Broadcast Network.
Thanks for tuning in to the Stompers pregame show. First pitch is on the way here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats to the family. La Michoacana Ice Cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. They'll throw home from left field. Kicks away. Take a bow, Trent Keys, the walk-off hero. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win. The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
At Ritchie Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at ritchievineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority. And Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams. The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers. The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it. The lines are painted. The lineups are in. The field is raked and the cleats are laced. Your Sonoma Stompers are just about ready to take the field. Now, straight to the voice of the Stompers, here's Kieran Costa.
Stompers and the Philippines ready to rock here from Arnold Field. I'm Kieran Costa with Nate Martin for the 29th time in 2026. Sonoma aim to get 3 games above 500. They've only been at that mark once this year. They started the season 5-2. They try and get to 16-13. Behind Mason Cortez, a 5'11", 175-pound 19-year-old from Danville. The righty went to De La Salle High School and then redshirted at Delta College this past season, making his 6th appearance. 6 earned runs over 11 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, 7 walks. the command really the issue at times. He has a defense that he can trust. That starts with Nick Sebastiani in left, Connor Johnson in center, Trent Keys out in right, Mateo Heredia at third, Bryson Ayala at shortstop, Ben Sebastiani at second, and Anthony Shepler at first. It's a Mason Cortez to Andrew Bonfili battery that faces this lineup as announced by Jaden Ranieri. He's both the third base coach and skipper for the Philippines baseball group. The third baseman, Kai Nagashima, leads off, followed by the center fielder, Tyler Haruda, and the DH, Austin Bash. The catcher, Isaiah Chavez, cleans it up, followed by the second baseman, Johnny Wrightster. Batting sixth and playing first is Braden Sells. Playing short and batting seventh is Nomar Vasquez. The left fielder, Hector Pina, and the right fielder, Wyatt Lamarzna. Round out the nine for Ranieri. Philippines 0-15. That implies a 15-game losing streak. They only play games away from home. No home base for the Philippines based in Southern California. It'll be Cortez against Nagashima. To start the ball game, Zach Ellenthorpe says play. He has the balls and strikes today. John Pierce at third, Dean Poteet. Well, he flipped it. Dean Poteet's at third, and John Pierce is at first. And the first pitch of the ball game is a called strike one at 6:16 Pacific time. A beautiful day in Sonoma. It is 76 degrees. Cortez is 0-1. Hit foul down the right field side and out of play. Stompers coming off a 14-10 victory yesterday evening at Chabot. They rode a 5-spot in the first and second to a win. 0-2 from Cortez. Check swing, appeal to John Pierce, no swing. Sonoma won all three contests that these two teams played against each other last season. That included an 18-2 victory. And this one starts with a strikeout. Nagashima cuts and misses one away. He's now just 0 for 5 this season. And that brings up Tyler Haruda, a right-handed hitter making his PBG debut this summer. Haruda at Simpson University at 268, 3 doubles and 9 driven in. Another righty to start the ball game. Cortez earns a swing and a miss. Two-seam fastball, 0-1. Mason last time out on July the 1st went 3 innings of 2-hit, no-run baseball against Walnut Creek. Here he misses high, a fastball, and the count is 1-1. 1-1 pitch with 1 out is bounced back up the middle, ranging over the shortstop Ayala. He can't get it. It squeaks into center field for a single. 83 miles an hour off the bat, but perfectly placed. Pretty much hopped over second base, and Haruda's first at-bat yields his first hit of the summer. That brings up Austin Bash, the left-handed hitting DH who played his college ball at NYU. And the first pitch is outside and low. Bash in 14 games for the Philippines is 14 for 40. A home run, 2 walks, and 10 strikeouts. He had just 3 at-bats for the Bobcats of New York University. And that one's up and away, 2-0. Bobcat nicknamed Violet. Really the only thing I know about NYU is that it's purple.
Washington Square Park. Not a bad place for a campus to be. Certainly lively.
2-0 is high, 3-0, and this is the worry with Cortez, especially in a starter role. Will we get the command? Bash way out in front, 3-0. The left-handed hitter awaits the pitch. Cortez from a slide step pours it in there for a called strike, 3-1. delayed strike call from Zach Allenthorpe behind the plate. Mason Cortez has started the battle to get back into this count. His 3-1 pitch is a called strike 2. And Austin Bash had already flipped his bat towards the third base dugout. He has to go get it. Isaiah Chavez, the catcher in the on-deck circle, retrieves it for him. Bash was ready to head to first base. Bat flipped towards the visiting dugout.
I think he apologized to home plate umpire Zach Allenthorpe.
3-2 pitch is foul back. We'll get another payoff pitch. Cortez comes home to Bash, and he finally wins the battle. Struck him out swinging. Austin Bash bat flipped what he thought was ball 4. He ends up heading back to the dugout himself. He strikes out swinging, held on to by Bonfili on the foul tip.
Now batting, the catcher number 20, Isaiah Chavez.
Isaiah Chavez, the cleanup man, 2 for 20 on the season. Right-handed hitter from L.A. Pierce takes curveball for a called ball 1. Cortez a righty, sets at the belt, peeks at first where Haruda leads, and a check back on Tyler. The throw is late, tag applied by Anthony Shepler, who has the start at first base today. 1-0's popped up back over the screen, 1-1. Stompers game yesterday lasted 3 hours and 44 minutes. 24 combined runs on 22 combined hits. 1-1 is a called strike over the outside corner, 1-2. Beautifully received by Andrew Bonfili. Stuck that thing on the outside edge. The two Stompers that really excelled, neither in the lineup today. Both Chase Taylor and Tino Vassell got on base 5 times. This one's popped up to Johnston, the center fielder, who drifts back and makes the catch. The side is retired. No runs on 1 hit, no errors and 1 left. Nothing across for the Philippines, with the Stompers coming up in the bottom half.
In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence, from roof repairs to installations. Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers.
Ethan Tondag tries to match the 0 that Mason Cortez put up in the top of the first, and he does against this lineup announced by 8th-year manager Zach Pace. The right fielder Trent Keys leads off, followed by the left fielder Nick Sebastiani and the third baseman Mateo Heredia. The DH today is Angel Garcia cleaning it up, followed by the catcher Andrew Bonfili and the first baseman Anthony Shepler. Batting 7th and playing 2nd is Ben Sebastiani. The center fielder Connor Johnson 8th, and Bryson Ayala rounds out the 9 for Zach Pace. His pitching coach is Mike Nunez, hitting coach Paul Maidorena. Dave Hoke works with the infield. He coaches third base. Jacoby Heyer, the last day he is away from the ball club, the usual first base coach, reliever Keller Osmond, has those duties for today. They face the 5'6", 165-pound lefty from Fremont, California, Ethan Tondag. who played at Kenyatta College 2 years ago. Didn't play this last year. He's committed to Central Methodist University. He's making his 4th appearance of the year. He has not allowed an earned run in 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, a walk, and 5 strikeouts. That includes 2 innings of shutout ball against the Walnut Creek Crawdads in mid-June.
Yeah, I don't know how many Stompers pitchers can say they had multiple innings of no run ball against the Crawdads. Mason Cortez, one of them. He's on the mound today for Sonoma.
Trent Keys digs in from the left side. Tondag's first pitch is in there at 75 miles an hour, a fastball. That's about the firmest you're going to get from Tondag, according to the scouting report. Fastball mixed in with a couple of breaking balls. That heater tops out at 75 miles an hour. The 0-1 pitch to Keys. Inside and low with a slider, 1-1. Trent playing in his 22nd game. He's hitting .297 with a .453 on-base percentage. 5 doubles, a homer, 6 driven in. 1-1 pitch from Tondag. Big curveball at 61 miles an hour in there for a called strike. And this is a interesting spot to be as a Stomper hitter. I asked Coach Mayo about it in the Stomper report today. He said you have to wait back and pretty much just try and hit it out of the catcher's glove. And for a righty, you ought to think right center. 1-2 pitch. Keys takes inside, bends back out of the way of a fastball, reached back for 76. Tondag working with Isaiah Chavez today as his catcher. Keys in a 2-2 count. Tondag shakes off once. Now he agrees with Chavez. His even count delivery to Trent is outside. Filler up at 3-2.
Sonoma put up a 5 spot in yesterday's first inning, and while I don't think it's going to be easy to replicate that, certainly helps getting in favorable 3-2 counts like Keys has done at the top of the order.
3-2 pitch. Popped up on the infield. Charging is the third baseman, and sliding, unable to make the catch is Nagashima. That's an E5 on Nagashima. And Trent Keys is aboard. That turned into a really tough play. It was in on the hands of the lefty Keys. He just fisted it. It did not get very high off the ground. Nagashima playing deep, came charging in, went into a feet-first slide, and it just bounced in and out of his glove. Sonoma has the leadoff man aboard for Nick Sebastiani. The average hits at just .212 this year for the 2-time CCL North first-team player, and he takes a called strike 1. Right where you want to live as a pitcher, just a half ball or a little bit less off the outside edge. Outfield swings around, plays Sebastiani to pull. The righty awaits an 0-1 and takes low, 1-1. Keys dances off the bag at first, but Chavez kept it close enough. The defensive alignment for the Philippines is Pina in left, Taruta in center, Lamarsna in right. Nagashima at third, Vasquez at short, Wrightster at second, and Sells at first. A 1-1 pitch from Tondag to Sebastiani. Check back on Keys, not in time. Ethan Tondag threw 2 1/3 innings last year for the Philippines. He had an ERA over 11. And 1.1 of those innings were against Sonoma. He gave up 3 hits and a run. The pitch to Sebastiani is a called strike off the corner, or on the corner, I should say. Nick Sebastiani faced Ethan Tondag last year, and he singled. Max Handren had a home run. He had one against just about every pitcher in the league, you could say. Over 5 years with Sonoma. Sebastiani pops this one up. First base side drifting out of play, and it drops into an empty Sonoma bullpen down the right field line. That was a changeup at 67 miles an hour. 1-2 now to Nick Sebastiani. Just getting started, scoreless game, bottom of the first. Time to battle if you're Nick Seb. Chavez sets up away. The pitch from Tondag is away, and Sebastiani strikes out swinging. 21st time Sebastiani has struck out this year. And that brings up Mateo Heredia. Mateo in yesterday's game had himself a couple of singles to go along with a sac bunt in a 2-for-5 effort. Trying to add to what's been a .268 average this season. 3 doubles, a triple, and a homer. Looking to split a gap and hopefully give Sonoma a lead. Keys off first. Tondag comes home, and Heredia takes a called strike one on a slider. Backdoored him, and Heredia watched it for strike number 1.
Heredia had 2 hits yesterday, got on 3 times against San Francisco on Wednesdays. Getting hot at the plate.
Here he takes a fastball away, and Keys started but went back to first. Chavez picked back, not in time. I'd love to see the Stompers try and run here against Ethan Tondag. With pitches coming under 75 miles an hour, even if you have a late break, you can try and race the ball to second base. No Wesley Bass or Chase Taylor in the lineup today. The pitch is outside. Also no Misael Europero. Those are the 3 steal leaders for Sonoma.
So instead, guys, you're maybe looking to steal. Trent Keys has a couple stolen bases this year.
I think
Connor Johnston.
Yeah, Johnson only has 1, but in very limited opportunities at first base. 2-1 pitch. That one's lined to left field. Going back is Pena. Now he comes on and makes the catch head high. Hard hit ball by Mateo, but it finds a glove. Two away for Angel Garcia.
That was a solid pitch from Tondag, right at the knees, and Mateo Heredia just got a piece of it, but went straight to the left fielder.
Garcia, right-handed hitter, played his freshman year at Coppin State. Now he's headed to Bellarmine. .288 hitter. Looking for his 18th hit of the season, and he watches strike 1 at 75 miles an hour over the outer third.
Garcia probably saw pitches 20 miles an hour faster at Coppin State last year.
20 miles an hour faster this year.
Yeah.
Joey Lorenzini, starting today for Walnut Creek, has his team behind 2-0 down at Sinsheimer. We'll keep you updated all evening long on that battle between the top 2 teams in the North. Oh, 1 pitch comes to Garcia. It's chopped to third. Nagashima gets another chance. He sets his feet and throws low across the diamond, dug out by Sells. The inning is over. For the Stompers, no runs, no hits. 1 Philippines error is left on base. We head to the second inning of a scoreless ball game.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. The throw home from left field, kicks away. Take a bow, Trent Keys, the walk-off hero. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gantz pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win. The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later.
Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok.
A Johnny Wrightster, left-handed hitter, leads things off. Mason Cortez, a right-handed pitcher, delivers the first one to Wrightster, and it's fouled back to the screen and out of play. Philippines have a nice uniform. It's a deep blue with Philippines in the red script across the front. A big swing and a mix from Wrightster. He's behind 0-2. A changeup. It reminds me of sort of the Rangers, the old Rangers throwback uniforms. The red on the blue. 0-2 home. Wrightster pops this one up very shallow left field. 3 Stompers come together. It's going to be the shortstop, Ayala, making the catch. That brings up Braden Sells from L.A. Pierce University. Sells did not play the 2026 college season. Or in 2025, he played for Sonoma State, where he went 5 for 22. And then last year at L.A. Pierce, he had 364. He's just 5 for 31 this year. He hits from the right side. He's ahead 1-0. And this one's bunted into the glove of the catcher Bonfili. L.A. Pierce, a connection with the Philippines Baseball Club. One of their assistants, Will Pickett, sort of runs the PBG organization down there in the South, was the skipper last year. 1-1 is low, skips to the screen, 2-1.
Yeah, and then Bill Pickett's the head coach and dad of Will, was once the manager for Team Philippines in the World Baseball Classic qualifiers. Coach Tim Tebow.
In what capacity? 2-1
The
pitches.
Philippines national team. I guess Tim Tebow's got some Filipino blood in him.
Did Team Tebow ever get drafted, or did he just like sign with the Mets as a AAA? He made it to,
I think he got
single A, double A.
Thought he got drafted.
2-2, swing and a miss. Cortez's third strikeout of the evening comes with the dismissal of Braden Sells, and Nomar Vasquez, the shortstop from Weber International University, will hit. He's 10 for 39. Could be a 3-true outcome guy. 10 walks and 13 strikeouts. First pitch is low, 1-0. 85 on the heater from Mason Cortez, who's looked very sharp here as he's 1 out away from escaping the second inning.
So Tim Tebow was born in the Philippines. That's how he was able to play for the national team.
Interesting. 1-0, outside and low, 2-0.
Unfortunately wasn't able to. It was supposed to be the 2021 World Baseball Classic, so qualifying began in March 2020, and, well, you know the rest of the story.
This one's lined into left center field. It's going to drop for a base hit. Second single off Cortez. This one belongs to Nomar Vazquez.
Now batting the left fielder, number 23, Hector Pina.
Hector Pina, left-handed hitter from Ventura College, is a righty, and he bounces the first ball to Ayala. High hop for Bryson, who slings it to first. Shepler with a nice stretch to end the inning. Once more, no runs, one hit, no errors, one left. 1.5 in the books, nothing.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On Deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly.
Stompers try and get things going against Ethan Tondag in his second inning of work. Bonfili, Shepler, and Sebastiani, the three to hit. Tondag's first pitch, and Bonfili takes low for ball one. Andrew played at West Valley College last year. He's committed to Chaminade to play in the fall. He's hitting .222 as a Stomper, and he takes low. Second-year Stomper took the year off last year before returning to the club this season. He's 4 for 18 this year. And he ended his first year in 2024 exactly 4 for 18 as well. He takes the breaking ball for a called strike 2-1. Coming off a year, he had .299 at West Valley. He pops this one up and foul out of play. 2-2. Good crowd on hand here at Arnold Field on a Friday evening. And see this time, so Saturday and Sunday this week. 2-2 pitch. Bonfili takes low, 3-2. Andrew's done a great job of not striking out this year. He has struck out just 2 times, and he's walked 6 times. One of those outcomes possible here on a 3-2 pitch. Tondag steps off, and now he's ready. Working from the windup, payoff pitch to Bonfili. Bounce weakly to third. Nagashima has another chance. Gloves it, struggles to get it out of his glove, but still throws out Bonfili. Kai Nagashima's been involved in 3 of the 5 hitters. An error on a pop-up from Keys, and then he's fielded the last 2 balls in play. Ground balls to end the first and now start the second. It's Anthony Shepler's turn. Last time he played against a true affiliate, he had 9 RBIs. And an ugly, ugly swing on a first pitch. That was 62 miles an hour and bounced about 2 feet before home plate.
He's someone who wants to be aggressive on that first pitch.
Loves to attack early. Fooled there. Via 1 to him. Low. 65 this time on the curveball. 1-1. That big game from Shep raised his average to 219, and he had 9 of his 11 runs batted in.
3 of his 4 extra base hits.
It was a great day for Shep exactly 1 week ago. 1-1 pitch outside. 2-1. Sonoma has to make Tondag throw strikes. And you get runners on. I think you can start being aggressive on the bases. Exactly what Coach Maderin told us before the game is wait back as long as you can and just try and hit it out of the catcher's glove. 2-1 pitch. Shepler hits it hard to right center. Coming on is Haruda, and he can't get it. It drops in front of him. Single for Shep, the first hit of a ball game for Sonoma. And Ben Sebastiani comes up in search of his 2nd hit of the summer. It'll be a great time to get one.
And again, I think the key for Sebastiani here to get ahead is just kind of, like, as you said, Tondag, come to you. See what you can get in the zone, because it's 75-mile-an-hour fastball, 60-mile-an-hour breaking ball.
He gets a fastball at 75, clips to the outside corner for a called strike 1. Sebastiani coming off a great year at the College of Marin. Hit well over 300, led the team in hits and average and in home runs. The 0-1 to him is bounced back up the middle, past the dive of Vasquez into the center field. Sebastiani gets his 2nd knock of the summer, and Sonoma's set up 1st and 2nd with just 1 out.
Yeah, and first hit in league play here at Arnold Field for the hometown kid. Good time to get it, advance the runner.
95 miles an hour off the bat. No gimme, a hard hit ball, and that's exactly what your hitting coach will tell you from any level. Hit it right back where it came from.
Yeah, forced the middle of the infield to make a play. Vasquez had to range over, dive out to make the grab, and he just couldn't get it. It was a hard hit ball after all.
Chavez has a quick meeting with Tondag, the pitcher, who for the first time works with a runner in scoring position.
First time either team has had a runner in scoring position today.
Johnston, Connor Johnston, left-handed hitter. 2 on, 1 out, and Sonoma aiming to strike first, and CJ takes a called strike 1 at 75. No action in either bullpen here. Ethan Tondag's longest outing, just 2 innings. Check at second, no throw, and Johnston swings and misses. Chases a slider away, 0-2. Connor Johnston needs to battle. He's behind in the count 0-2 with 2 on and 1 out in the second. The pitch. Johnston swings and misses. Second strikeout for Tondag. There's 2 away for Bryson Ayala.
Now batting, the shortstop from Tulane, number 51, Bryson Ayala.
Ayala, right-handed hitter. He's shown some power, a homer and a triple so far this season. He's 9 for 65 as he plays in his 22nd league game. Hoping to add to that Ribby total. A single would do that job with 2 outs. Shepler from second, Ben Sebastiani from first. First pitch to the righty Ayala is a called strike 1 at 76. Right through the heart. No balls and 1 strike, the count to the Stompers shortstop in the 9th spot in the order today. The 0-1. This one's grounded towards the shortstop. Vasquez straight under his glove into left field. Shepler rounds third. He's going to score. Sonoma leads it 1-0 on the error charged against the shortstop Vasquez. Ben Sebastiani moves up 90 feet. Stomps have a 1-0 cushion.
Now batting, the right fielder from Delta College, number 3, Trent Key.
Unearned run against Tondag as that ball just went right under the glove of Nomar Vasquez. First run allowed this year for Tondag in what's now his about to finish his 7th inning as Keys now takes a ball. 1-0. Close pitch, 76 near the outer edge. And now Trent has an opportunity to really extend this lead. Ahead in the count, 1-0. Big curveball stays away at 65. That ball starts near Keys' eyes, and the hope is that it drops into the zone. That one got to just under the letters, but it was outside. Keys in the 9th spot yesterday, back up to the leadoff spot today. Ahead in the count, 2-0. The pitch. Trent bounces it foul past Keller Osbin, the stand-in first base coach today.
And Keys is a bat that's been producing a little bit more over the last few days. He's had 2 extra base hits over the last 3 league games for Sonoma.
Hoping to add another here. The center fielder, Haruta, plays him 2 steps to the opposite way.
2 of the last 4, beg your pardon.
2-1 pitch to the left-handed hitting first baseman. He's a big swing and a miss. Just cut it over a slider at 71.
And it might be tough to tell the difference between that fastball and a slider. It's really only like a 4-mile-an-hour difference, 3 or 4 or 5, not that much. Some more movement.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Tondag to Keys, left on left, and Trent is hit by the pitch. That is the 10th time Keys has been clipped this season. Bases are loaded.
I mean, we've talked about the playoff race. The race I want to follow is the who's going to have the most hit by pitches this year for Sonoma. Both Keys now ties Carlson for the most on the team.
Bases loaded. 2 outs. Stompers 1, Philippines nothing. Well, Marsna the right fielder is way off the line. He's almost playing straight away right center, and it's up and away. I understand it. You're playing someone to the pull side. It's coming at 75 miles an hour. The guess is that you're going to be early instead of late. But if Nick Sebastiani can wait back on a baseball and shoot it down the right field line into the corner, well, Marsden is going to have a long, long way to go. Walks as good as a hit. 1-0 pitch from Tondag. Hit hard and through the left side base hit. 1 run scores easily. Here comes Bryson Ayala. The throw from Pena is late. Heading to third now is Keys. And Sonoma extends the lead to 3-0. 2 RBIs single for Sebastiani, up to double-digit RBIs.
And again, this is kind of what we saw in the early parts of yesterday's game. Just small ball singles, reaching on errors, hit by pitches. It's been no extra base hits. It's not really been any long balls. They've been working counts and getting good contact. It's easy to replicate if you're Sonoma over the course of a season against any opponent.
Keys at third, Sebastiani at first. This could be a time you see Nick run in a first and third situation with Heredia at the plate. Tondag staring down the runner at first, held by Sells. The pitch home. Runner does not go, and a slider misses up and outside to Mateo Heredia. Stompers put up 5 in the first and 5 in the second yesterday, Nate. They have a chance to match that total here with the Heredia double or surpass that with a Mateo long ball. The pitch at the knees for a called strike, 1-1.
We've seen a crooked number now in every single game this week for Sonoma.
Even count to Mateo. He flew out to left in his first chance. And he lines it foul down the first baseline over the Stomper dugout. Marsna continues to play him way off the line. Exact same defensive positioning they had for Sebastiani. Pena, the left fielder, is playing straight away. The center fielder, Haruda's maybe 1 step over towards left, and Lamar's like 5 steps or 6 steps over towards left. Heredia takes outside and low. The count is even at 2-2. A changeup seldom used in this outing by Tondag.
Heredia is the second of 4 righties in a row for Sonoma. That might be the first time this year you can say that. 4 righties in a row.
And Mateo takes high. The count is full, which means Nick Sebastiani will be running from first on a payoff with 2 outs. Angel Garcia would be next. 3-2 pitch from Tondag. Heredia bounces it foul down the third baseline and out of play. Tondag's pitch count climbing towards the 50 pitch mark.
Now you got some arms getting loose for the Philippines. A righty looks to be tossing in their bullpen down left field.
We'll get a second payoff pitch. Tondag to Heredia. Mateo hits it hard towards shortstop. Vasquez can't get this one either. It's into center field. Sebastiani pulls up to third. RBI single, Mateo Heredia, and that 2-out error has been costly. Sonoma pouring it on. It's 4-0.
And Angel Garcia, the 9th man up. This inning just doesn't seem like it's going to end for Ethan Tondag.
All 4 runs have been unearned because a Bryson Ayala ground ball to the shortstop. Vasquez, with 2 on and 2 out in the inning, should have ended the frame.
Yeah, and a lot of the hits have also been towards that shortstop,
None
Vasquez.
of them have been hit ridiculously hard. None of them have really been playable for Nomar, but Matt Ayala one is definitely a play he wants back. He was ranging to the backhand side, and it just went under his glove.
Second time Chavez has talked things over with Tondag this inning. No mound visit formally yet out of Philippines dugout. I'd imagine we're getting close to one.
Garcia grounded out to third. That was to end the first inning. He's trying to keep the second inning alive now, the ninth man to bat. 4-0 Stompers, a fifth run 90 feet away. Garcia takes low, 1-0. Pitch number 50 coming from Tondag. He's only gotten 5 outs. The Blues have extended their lead over Walnut Creek now 3-0. Joey Lorenzini getting knocked around down at Sinsheimer. 1-0 pitch. Garcia swings and misses. Slider. And once again, Garcia swings over the top. One ball and one strike. Garcia even stance from the right side, bounces this one foul right to where the on-deck circle of the visiting Philippines would be unoccupied as the Stompers are at the plate. The count is 1-2. Andrew Bonfili in the on-deck circle hoping to get his second at-bat of the second inning. Mateo Heredia runs, and he steals second base without a throw. Just the first swipe of the season for Mateo Heredia. Had just 2 stolen bases at Cerritos College. He's headed to play at CSUN. In the fall, he'll join Gage McCown. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Second inning, Garcia strikes out swinging, and the inning is mercifully over. But for the Stomps in the frame, it's 4 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, and 2 left. We head to the third inning, Sonoma 4, Philippines 0.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. The throw home from left field. Kicks away. Take about Trent Keys, the walk-off hero. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win. The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later.
Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On Deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok.
Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
Top of inning number 3, Mason Cortez back out there working with a cushion. 4 runs for the Stompers in the bottom of inning number 2. Makes Cortez's job a little bit easier. Wyatt Lamarzna, just 2 for 16 this year for the Philippines baseball group. And he takes low for ball 1. First pitch now to Lamarzna. The second pitch, beg your pardon, is inside again, 2-0. Cortez a longer layoff before this third inning. And he's missed with his first 2 pitches to the 9-hitter. And now he's missed with his third. It's 3-0. Hasn't walked anybody yet. Austin Bash, the 3-hitter, was ahead of Cortez 3 balls and no strikes, but could not earn himself the free pass. He wound up striking out. And Cortez finds the top of the zone with an 84-mile-per-hour fastball. (3-1) outside and low, ball 4. Well, Cortez has allowed a base runner all 3 innings. First time the leadoff man's gotten aboard, and the lineup is flipped for Kai Nagashima, who struck out, the first of 3 strikeout victims so far for Cortez. Cortez from the stretch with the man on first, and he misses upstairs with a fastball, 1-0. Mike Nunez heading towards the Stomper bullpen. We'll see if the lack of command here in this inning prompts any movement. Cortez has looked so good, though. Through 2 innings, you would expect the leash to be pretty long for the righty from Danville.
Especially with a 4-run lead in the second.
This ball's hit to third, could be 2. Heredia will look to second and instead throw to first, and he'll get Nagashima. So 5-3, the out into scoring position heads Lamarzna. Not a hard hit baseball. Just topped it out towards third.
Yeah, that's one of those times where you're happy it's a softly hit ball. I mean, maybe if Mateo charges in on that one a little bit more, he can throw it over to second, but it is, you advance the runner. It's basically just a sacrifice bunt at that point.
This one's grounded to the left side again. This time it's Ayala's ball, whose throw is high, and Anthony Shepler bobbled it and came back down on the base to get the out. Haruda retired, and Lamarzna had to hold at second base. Ayala's throw was a little bit high. Shepler leapt up in the air. It came in and out of his glove, but as he landed back on first base, he caught it. A nifty play by Anthony Shepler. And after that leadoff walk, a couple ground balls, has Cortez a pitch away from getting out of this thing. Leadoff man aboard Lamarzna now at second with 2 outs. Swing and a miss by Bash, and 3 consecutive pitches have been swung at by 3 different hitters. A 1 popped up very shallow left. Coming together are Johnson and Sebastiani, and it's Nick Sebastiani who had a long way to go. That ball just kept on carrying. A pop-up off the end of the bat made it to pretty deep left center, but the side is retired. No runs, no hits, 1 left. Bottom of the third next. Sonoma trying to add to a 4-0 lead.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma. Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck.
Andrew Bonfili leads off the Stomper third inning, just how he led off the second inning. Stompers sent 9 men to the plate in the second. 4 of them scored.
And the Philippines still send out Ethan Tondag.
And Bonfili swings first pitch and sends it in the air to left. Pena in his tracks now comes a few steps in and towards the line to make the catch. Bonfili is retired, 1 down.
Now batting, the first baseman from San Jose State.
That brings up Anthony Shepler, who started the whole rally with a single. So Shep 1 for 1 takes a fastball for a called strike 1. Shepler will be followed by Ben Sebastiani. The lefty Shepler hits this ball hard to center field. Chasing back, Haruta still going back. Now he has a beat and makes the catch. Couple fly balls to start the inning. There's 2 away for Ben Sebastiani.
Now batting, the second baseman from the College of Marin, number 12, Ben Sebastiani.
Sebastiani singled and scored in the second. Right-handed hitter trying to keep this inning alive. And he takes called strike 1. The 0-1 now to Ben is taken low again. The count is 1-1. Sebastiani 2 for 23 on the season, a couple of walks, and now a run scored. The 1-1 to him. Top of his zone with a slider that counts 1-2. A hanger from Tondag. Tondag, it took over 50 pitches to get through the first 2, has a chance to mow down the Stompers in the second. Sebastiani bounces this one to third. Nagashima waits back, and his long throw across the diamond is true. Stompers go very quietly, 1-2-3 in the third. Fourth inning's next. Nate Martin takes over on play-by-play with the home Stomps on top 4-0.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana ice cream and treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God.
Griffin Messenger, the 6-foot righty from Napa, California, just graduated high school from Justin Siena, committed to play his collegiate ball at Davidson, enters the game to start the top of the fourth. He'll face Chavez, Wrightster, and Sells, 4, 5, and 6 for the Philippines, as he has a word with his catcher, Bon Feely. Messenger in for Mason Cortez, the starter, who went 3 innings, allowed 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. A very solid first start of the year for the Delta College Mustang. Messenger ready to go for his first home CCL appearance of the year. He fires a first pitch low, ball 1 to Chavez, who ended the first inning with a fly out to center field last time up. Working quickly, delivers. Ball 2 low yet again, 87-mile-an-hour fastball from Griffin Messenger. This is upstairs, ball 3 for Griffin Messenger. Last time we saw the righty, he went 2 innings, gave up 3 hits, 1 run, hit a batter, and then struck out a man against the Knicks. He issues a 4-pitch walk to Isaiah Chavez for the first free pass of the inning. Brings up Johnny Wrightster, the lefty, steps in to face Messenger. Popped out to Ayala to start the second, first time up. And he swings first pitch. That one to shallow left. And Sebastiani makes the grab for the first out of the inning. Brings up Braden Sells with 1 down, 1 on.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 3, Braden Sells.
First pitch to the righty is away, ball 1. 87 yet again on the fastball for Messenger. Heading off to Davidson this fall as he comes home on a 1-0 and misses upstairs, ball 2. Not a bad place to play your collegiate baseball, North Carolina. Solid mid-major athletic program as he checks back on Chavez over at first. Immediately, guys that come to mind, Stephen Curry is the biggest, I would say, especially in these parts. The 2-0 misses upstairs, in and out of a glove of Bonfili, and Chavez advances to second. Messenger yet again in a 3-0 count. And Chavez in a 3-0 count walked him on the very next pitch. And now the catcher stands in scoring position, the first Philippines player to be in that position. Cold strike to Braden Sells, that time on the 3-0. Messenger trying to come back in the count here. 3-1 bounced the other way to Sebastiani, who charges gloves, fires to first in time for the second out of the inning. Chavez advances. He's 90 feet from scoring with Nomar Vasquez, who had a hit back in the second up. The Philippines looking for their first CCL win of the year. They trail 4-0 here in the top of the fourth, but have a runner 90 feet away from scoring. Messenger comes home and delivers a first pitch strike. Fastball right over the heart. 0-1. Vasquez has struck out 13 times this summer. And he's quickly behind here, 0-2 on a beautiful breaking ball upstairs. The slider from Griffin Messenger, one of the first times we've seen an off-speed pitch from the righty. The 0-2. Just outside, a beautiful frame drop by Bonfili. Couldn't fool Zach Ellenthorpe. Counts now 1-2. Miskins leads the Philippines in both walks and strikeouts. He's trying to come back in the count here. And fouls it back to stay alive. We're still at 1-2. Chavez over at third. 2 down here in the top of the fourth. Stompers pitching so far on shutout watch. The 1-2. Hit the other way and foul over the dugout and towards the parking lot down first base side.
Yeah, this just in, that ball hit the same part that the last ball hit.
The 1-2 once more. Upstairs, ball 2. Vasquez coming back in the count here. He was down 0-2, fouled off a couple, and has now seen a couple of pitches out of his zone to come back even. Messenger deals once more. That one hit the shallow right. Keys charges into it. So does the second baseman, Ben Sebastiani, who comes up with it. On the boundary between fair and foul, B. Seb gets the final out of the inning. We head to the bottom of the fourth with the Philippines leaving a runner on third.
Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners.
Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On Deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma.
Connor Johnston leads off the bottom of the fourth against a new arm. Ronan Nuki comes in for Ethan Tondag, go from a lefty to a righty. Nuki, the 6'1", 180-pounder from Fontana, California, was at L.A. Pierce the last spring. Did not appear in a game for the Brahmas. What a mascot. He delivers a first pitch. Foul ball right back to Chavez, and a pretty tough spot to get hit by one. 0-1. Tondag allowed 4 runs to cross, but none of them were earned. He allowed 4 hits, no walks, 1 hit by pitch, and struck out 3. Defense let him down in that second inning where 4 came across the plate. Johnston steps back in for the 0-1 as Chavez seems to be okay, good enough to roll on. Nuki with flowing black hair delivers an 0-1. That's bounced right up the middle. High hop for Vasquez, who gloves, fields, throws in time for the first out of the inning. It's a good sight for Ronan Nuki to get the first out of the inning. The scouting report says, well, it's been a tough year for him so far. Through 6 1/3, he's given up 18 runs, 16 of them earned. And the issue is, well, for the hits and the command, he allows 16 hits and 8 walks to just 3 strikeouts. He delivers a breaking ball called for a ball. 1-0 to Ayala, who reached on an error back in the second that allowed the inning to roll on for another 5 batters, as that one is bounced foul. 1-1. Ayala gets the 1-1 and looks at it low and in, ball 2. Bryson hitting 138 this year with a 282 on base percentage. We've seen that on base percentage really climb up over the last week or so. He's been working a lot more walks, 12 on the year for Ayala. Ahead 2-1 and bounces that one over to Nagashima, who throws high to first. And the tag is applied by Sells for the second out of the inning. Brings up the top of the order, Trent Keys, who's reached twice himself. First time he reached via an error, second time was a hit by pitch. It's almost as if the Philippines just want to let Keys get on base, which isn't a good idea. He leads the team in on-base percentage. Takes low on a ball there. 1-0. Nuki looking for a clean inning here in the bottom of the fourth. This is a 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. His last appearance was honestly one of his better ones on the year. He only gave up 2 runs on 2 hits, no strikeouts in an inning against the Riptide. The 1-1 to Keys. Swing and a miss, strike two. Doing some swing and miss stuff for TK. That one hit to second, rights their gloves, throws over to first in time. The sign is retired in order. 6-3, 5-3, 4-3. The entire infield getting involved there for the Philippines. We head to the top of the fifth in a 4-run game.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. They'll throw home from left field. Kicks away. Take a bow, Trent Keys, the walk-off hero. 2 outs in the top of the ninth. Braden Gantz pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win. The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats to the family. La Michoacana Ice Cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma.
Scotty Cato, 5'10" righty from Aliso Viejo, California, is coming in to face 8-9-1 Pina, Lamarna, and Nagashima from the Philippines after Messenger, one inning, allowed a walk, zeros everywhere else. A solid, clean inning of work from Griffin Messenger. Cato misses low first pitch to Pina, who grounded out to short first time through. This is the 7th appearance of a year for Cato, who gets a swing and miss on a fastball high, 1-1. He's allowed a run to Cross in 4 of his 6 previously. Finds a beautiful breaking ball over the plate, 1-2. Pina could only admire it. Well, one of those 2 games where he didn't put up a run, well, was his last appearance, July 2nd against the Indians, when a scoreless inning and struck out a batter. He misses away ball 2 to get Pina back in the count. Cato still recovering from Tommy John this past year. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. First Philippines batter to strike out since the second is Hector Pina. 4th of the day brings up Wyatt Lamantra. Lamantra worked a walk to lead off the 3rd in the final inning against Mason Cortez. He's now facing the reliever Cato. The righty misses low and away, ball 1. Kato, familiar with the area, started out at Sonoma State. Now with CSU Monterey Bay. As that one, a bouncer over for Ayala. He gloves off 2 hops, throws over to first in time for the second out of the inning. On a ground balls and tests so far for the Sonoma defense. They've passed every one after a 5-error day yesterday. It's nice to see some clean defense from Sonoma. Brings up Kai Nagashima with 2 down. He's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Now, granted, 2 of the 5 errors were catcher's interference to the same batter. And it's pretty rare you see catcher's interference once in a game. Twice in a game is something. Twice to the same guy, well, that's just uncommon to say the least, as Nagashima falls behind quickly, 0-2. Fouled that one back to the screen. I believe the last time we said it happened in an MLB game was 2018. Happened last night at Chabot as the 0-2. Cold strike 3. Kato drops the hook in and retires the side in order with 2 strikeouts. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Sonoma leads by 4.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On Deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma.
Ronan Nuki enters inning number 2 after just his 3rd shutout inning of the year. He faces 2, 3, and 4. Sebastiani, Heredia, and Garcia. Sebastiani had a 2-run single back in the second. He takes a called strike low and in.
It's not a bad pitch. That's a pitcher's pitch in this league.
Painted the fastball on the inner corner. A nice location from Nuki. Induces a foul ball from Sebastiani, quickly behind, 0-2. Nuki started out the year as a starter for the Philippines baseball group. Had a shutout first inning in his first 2 appearances of the year. Moved to the pen as he delivers a breaking ball upstairs, ball 1. After the move to the pen, it's been pretty tough for Nuki. He gave up 3 runs in a game, 4 runs in a game, 5 runs in a game. A campaign to forget so far, but a nice appearance against Sonoma as he forces a pop out from Sebastian. He sells under it in foul territory and makes the grab. P3 to start out the bottom of the 5th. Brings up Mateo Heredia with 1 down.
Now batting, the designated, the third baseman for CSU.
If I told you, someone who's pitching to a 22 ERA and he'd retire the first 4 guys he's faced relatively easily, you'd be pretty impressed.
You would.
Mateo Heredia, 1 for 2 today with a single, steps in to face Nuki, trying to become the first man to reach against him. Looks at a fastball, low and in. Strike one. Already has no one on. He gets the 0-1 and looks at it for a ball. Mateo, a 2-hit day yesterday. He's 1 for 2 today with a single. Represented his 7th RBI of the year. Someone who Zach Pace said last week is playing himself every day into the lineup. He admires a breaking ball for a cold strike two. 67 miles an hour at the top of the zone. Nuki's 1-2. Heredia bounces that one over to Nagashima at third. That one a long throw over, and it couldn't be made. And that was Vasquez, the shortstop, on a tough throw. Right across his body, running the other way. And it'll go down as a hit for Mateo. His second of the day. First allowed by Nuki. We'll see how the pitcher responds with a runner on now against Angel Garcia, who's 0 for 2 today. A recent Bellarmine commit gets the first pitch and hits it right back up the middle. A chopper fielded by Wrightster, throws over to first in time for a double play. Roman Nuki erases the base runner on a 4-3 double play. We head to the top of the 6th. Sonoma leads by 4.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats to the family. La Michoacana Ice Cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma. The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok.
New arm into the game for Sonoma. It's Brady Rutan making his debut for the Stomps. This righty from El Dorado Hills is heading into a year at UC Riverside. Only made a couple appearances for the Highlanders. Didn't allow a run in either of them. This is his second summer in Sonoma. Last time he played with the Stomps, 2022, before any of our time here at Arnold Field. Primarily worked as a reliever with 3.92 ERA, over 20 and 2/3. 23 strikeouts to 10 hits, only allowed 17 runs. So someone who competes in the zone, a signature of a Zach Pace pitcher. He delivers a swinging strike one, 88 miles an hour at the bottom of the zone to the first man up, Tyler Haruda. Haruda 1 for 2 today with a single. Rutan misses away for a ball. 1-1, 89-mile-an-hour fastball there. Sonoma has some pitching to replace. Rutan sporting 26 on his back, former number of Wesley Harwell, who's done for the year with the Stomps. The 1-1. Hit high into foul territory on the first base side. Shepler climbs up the bullpen wall. He wasn't even close to getting it. Brings the count to 1-2. And a 2-strike count for the first time as a Stompers pitcher. He's looking to retire Haruda. As that one's bounced foul up the third baseline this time. And bounces off the Flybird Margarita Lounge fencing. Stares down Haruda and comes home. High, ball 2. He's bounced around a little bit. Started out his career at Sacramento City Community College as he comes home with a 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 87-mile-an-hour fastball at the top of the zone. Catches Haruda swinging. One down in the top of the 6th. First strikeout of the summer for Brady Rutan, who came in for Scotty Cotto, who pitched an inning, struck out 2, didn't allow a base runner. Shown bunt and bash one around, called strike 1.
I don't think the Philippines take 3 bunts before their first batting practice. That was an ugly attempt.
Bash the team leader in average with a home run. I don't know if he's the guy you want to lay down a bunt first pitch as the 0-1 comes in. And he looks at that one for a ball.
Their last hit for the Philippines was with 2 outs in the 2nd. They've also gone 7 straight without a base runner.
Rutan hoping to keep that streak going. He delivers a 1-1. Hits a right sharply, keys under it, and makes the grab right where he needed it to be for the second out of the inning. And Rutan's 2 up, 2 down to bring up Isaiah Chavez. 0 for 1 today with a walk. He's the only member of the Philippines lineup today to make it to third base. Was held there in the 4th. The righty faced here by Rutan, the righty, who delivers a strike one, 88 mile an hour fastball at the top of the zone. Chavez 2 for 21 this year with the Philippines group in CCL play, a slow start to the summer. He looks at a ball outside, 1-1. Back with the team he made his summer ball debut with in the Stompers as he deals a 1-1. That one hit high to shallow left. Sebastiani is coming in and makes the grab for the third out of the inning. An easy 1-2-3 for Brady Rutan in his first appearance at Arnold since 2022. We head to the bottom of the sixth. Sonoma hoping to increase a 4-run cushion.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. They'll throw home from left field. Kicks away. Take a bow, Trent Keys, the walk-off hero. 2 outs in the top of the ninth. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win. The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later.
For the third time this game, Andrew Bonfili leads off an inning. He opens the bottom of the sixth against a new arm. Enrique Hernandez, the righty from Anaheim, California, just wrapped up a second year with Fullerton College. Made 4 appearances on the mound. Got knocked around a couple of times, 40.5 ERA, 18 earned runs. This is not the same Enrique Hernandez that plays for the Dodgers currently, so you don't have to worry about that. Righty, first pitch. Called strike one to Bonfili. Nuki went 2 scoreless innings, allowed a hit, and nothing else. Defense did a lot of work for the first man out of the pen for the Philippines. Feely gets the 0-1, in and out of the glove of Chavez. Ball one. Appear to have a new catcher into the game here for the Philippines. Misses outside. Ball two. We'll get you who that is in just a moment. 2 balls, 1 strike to the Stompers catcher, Andrew Bonfili. The pitch. Upstairs, ball 3. Hitters count in the Chaminade commit. Upstairs, ball 4, a leadoff walk from the new arm Hernandez. And the first batter he's faced this summer in CCL play. Brings up Anthony Shepler for a runner on first. Sonoma holds a 4-run lead. You'd love to increase that if you're Anthony Shepler, who had a 9 RBI day a week ago today. Time called. 4 runs would be the least amount of runs surrendered by Philippines pitching all year. The last 2 games they've played, they gave up double digit to the Riptide. Shepler gets the first pitch, swings and hits it to left. Pena running back at the track. He watches it go. Anthony Shepler with his 3rd home run of the summer. Extends Sonoma's lead to 6. It's just something about the no batting gloves for Shep. The old school approach works for the powerful first baseman. RBI 13 on the year. 3rd home run of the year. He's now tied for 2nd with Tino Vassell. Brings up Ben Sebastiani with nobody on, nobody out. First pitch, swing and a miss from Sebastiani, feeling confident after watching his teammates send one out of a yard. It's Noah Rodriguez now catching. A couple other changes to note as well for the Philippines. Sebastiani quickly behind here, 0-2. Christopher Versailles out in right. And then the new shortstop is John Arnold. On the Arnold infield for the first time this year. It's a tough one to play. 0-2. Sebastiani watches upstairs, ball 1 on a breaking ball. The 1-2 to Ben Spisebi, nearly got hit by it. Ball 2 on a pitch high and in. Had to move out of the way of that one. Sebastiani and his 2nd hit of the CCL summer back in the 2nd. He's 1 for 2 today. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, nobody out. Ball 3 misses way outside, all the way to the backstop, away from the outstretched reach of Rodriguez, the new catcher. The payoff to Sebastiani. Upstairs, ball 4. Second walk issued today by Hernandez. Puts a runner on first for Connor Johnston, who's 0 for 2. One of just 2 Sonoma players yet to reach today, the other being Angel Garcia. Lefty steps in to face the righty. Hernandez. The pitch, up and in. Ball 1. The fastest velocity the Stomps have seen today from Philippines pitching. High 80s from Enrique Hernandez. Corner of the infield playing in as Johnston watches ball 2 upstairs. The middle of the infield, Arnold and Reitzter at double play depth. Hitters count to Johnston. He watches ball 3. High again on a fastball. Hernandez struggling to find the zone here against the Stompers in the 6th. The 3-0 looked at for a strike. On the inner third, a nice location there from Hernandez.
It's a good pitch. Fastball, right below the letters, paints the black of the inside corner. If you swing, it's a jam shot ground ball.
Hernandez wouldn't mind that again on a 3-1. And there's a ground ball over to Arnold. The new shortstop flips the second in and out of the glove of Reitzter. He was right there to get the lead runner out, Sebastiani. Instead, it's an E6 on the new shortstop. Third of the day against the Philippines infield. And now a mound visit from Joel Martinez, checking in on his new arm, who's struggled yet to retire a Stomper. A walk, a home run, a walk, and an error on what easily could have been a double play ball to Connor Johnston.
The glove flip from Arnold just a little too high for Reitzter, who leapt up and hit off the heel of his glove.
Arnold, the infielder from UMass Boston. Maybe it's that one back. Brings up Bryson Ayala. Runners on first and second, nobody out. 2 already across this inning next to the Shepler home run. A 6'5" righty gets the first pitch and watches it for a ball on the outside. Ayala reached on an error back in the second. 3 today for the Philippines defense. The pitch. Outside yet again, ball 2. Ayala quickly in a favorable count here. Hernandez has missed the zone much of the night. When he's come in, the Stompers have hit it in play. Shepler with the home run, I guess, left the field of play, technically. Outside, ball 3.
Nobody up in the bullpen as of yet for the Philippines throwing in earnest. There's someone just taking his first 2 tosses, it looked like.
A righty now throwing. Just getting started. Strike one looked at on the 3-0 count. Count's now 3-1. It feels like the inning could easily just be getting started for Sonoma, knowing how hot this offense has been recently. 2 5 spots yesterday, a 4 spot back in the third, 2 already across here. 3-1 count with 2 on, nobody out to Ayala, who watches that, or a strike at the top of the zone. That's a call that Ayala's used to at 6'5". The zone extends a lot of the time to the taller hitters. Full count here. Hernandez against Ayala, searching for his first out of the evening. Instead, that one goes all the way to the backstop. Bases are juiced. Nobody out for the top of the order, Trent Keys. And now the new catcher, Noah Rodriguez, going to have a word with Enrique Hernandez. Quickly heads back behind home plate as Zach Ellenthorpe wipes home plate. He's expecting perhaps some stompers to come across it here as the inning rolls on. Bases loaded, nobody out. Nagashima plays in on the corners. Middle of the infield shaded for double play depth as Keys watches it for a ball outside.
Yeah, Stompers have a chance to just fully put this game away.
At this point, 2 runs would feel like a disappointment for Sonoma. You want to score with the bases loaded, nobody out, as that one in and out of the glove of Rodriguez, and the runners advance. Sebastiani scores. Johnson to third. Ayala held up at first on a pitch that went all the way to the backstop. A passed ball. Rodriguez couldn't make the squeeze.
Ayala didn't trail from first.
He has runners in the corners. Keys does, at least. As Ayala dances over at first. Ball 3 upstairs. And Hernandez is a pitch away from loading the bases again. Nick Sebastiani already has 2 RBI today. He's on deck. 3-0 to Keys. Looked at ball 4. The bases are once again loaded. And now Jaden Ranieri is out of the dugout and makes the signal. Enrique Hernandez's day is done. He leaves the bases loaded with nobody out. 3 already across the plate. How many more can the Stompers get? We'll find out the answer to that after this break.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana ice cream and treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On Deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok.
AJ Buenasera, the righty from Irvine, California, relieves fellow Orange County native Enrique Hernandez after Hernandez has allowed everyone to reach. A hit, 4 walks, 3 runs already across the plate. He's responsible for all 3 on, except for Johnston. Pardon, he's responsible for all 3 on. Is called strike to Nick Sebb against the new man Buenasera. From Long Beach City College, the Vikings pitched 45 innings there this past year. 6.31 ERA, 31 strikeouts.
45 walks, though, and just over 45 innings.
0-1 hit to right center. Haruda runs onto it, and he can't make the grab. Dives out and couldn't haul it in. 1 run comes home. Hoke waves home another. A play at the plate not in time. Sebastiani adds 2 more for Sonoma. A 5 spot with nobody out still here in the bottom of the 6th. Stomps in front 9-0. Johnston came home. Ayala came home. Keys over to second. Nick Sebastiani, the first man the new pitcher sees. Hits a 2 RBI single, his second 2 ribby single of the day.
Just served one into shallow right center. Haruda, a great effort by the center fielder. Went into a dive and just could not make the play.
Brings up Mateo Heredia. Nobody out still with runners on first and second. Pitch high and in, ball 1. And while it's just early, Buenasera does not look much better than Hernandez. The 1-0 to Mateo. Bounced over to short. Arnold can't handle it once again. His second error of the inning. Loads the bases for Angel Garcia. The only stopper yet to reach today. 0 for 3. He grounded out into a double play to end the 5th. The Philippines wouldn't mind a double play right now to get them 2 outs. A run would score, but at this point, you just want to get out of the inning. First pitch to Garcia, up and in, and it hits him. Every stopper has reached today. As the 6th inning rolls on, 6 across.
Now batting, the catcher from Chamonix, number 45, Andrew Bonfili.
As that closes the book on Hernandez, all 6 of the runs that he allowed this inning are his. Everyone else now belongs to Buenasera, facing Andrew Bonfili, who started the inning with a walk. First pitch taken, blown away for a strike. Buenasera needed to get ahead in the count here in an inning where nobody is still out, and 6 runs are already across the plate. The 0-1. Bonfili gets hit by that one. He might have gone around to swing on it. And it actually barely got a piece of Bonfili's bat.
A handle, I think.
Went right back into the catcher, Rodriguez, and the foul ball means the count's 0-2. Buenasera is a strike away from getting out of the inning. The 0-2. Upstairs, ball 1. Anthony Shepler, whose home run scored the first 2 runs of the inning, is on deck. It's mostly been small ball yet again from Sonoma, all singles and walks and errors. The 1-2 to Bonfili. Low, ball 2. Sonoma, the lead holds. They're up by 10. Would have its 6th win in a row. Its best win streak of the year. As the 2-2 comes home, inside ball 3, Bonfili's come all the way back in the count here. Fell behind 0-2. He's a tough man to strike out. It's only happened twice this summer. As now John Arnold and Noah Rodriguez, 2 new defenders into the game, going to have a word with the pitcher, Buenaseta. Nowhere to put Bonfili with the bases loaded, nobody out, 6 runs already across the plate. The payoff pitch, taken low, ball 4. That scores another run. Sebastiani crosses home plate. The first man to face Buenaseta as the first run that the new arm has allowed. Brings up Anthony Shepler with Mateo Heredia at third, Angel Garcia over at second, and Andrew Bonfili over at first. Sonoma has put up 7 runs in an inning. His home run scored the first 2 in the inning. He swings and misses on a pitch low and away.
Wanted a second one. He wanted his second home run of the frame.
Doesn't happen often, someone hitting a home run twice in the same inning. So Shepler has a chance to do so with the bases loaded, nobody out. He fouls that one back, 0-2. 2 straight swings from Shepler. He's hunting for it. I don't blame him. The pitch, taken high and away, ball 1. Shepler held up on a swing there on what would have been, easily could have been the swing and strike 3.
This is sort of the dream pitching you want to see. 75's hard to time up. This is 86, 87 in the zone. Should be geared up and ready to go.
The 1-2 inside, and it hit him. Second hit by pitch issued by Buenaseta, scores Mateo Heredia, brings Angel Garcia to third, Bonfili to second, and Anthony Shepler to first.
All 11 have reached this inning.
All 11 have reached this inning, including Ben Sebastiani, who had a walk with nobody on, nobody out after the 2-run homer from Anthony Shepler. He's got a chance for his first RBI of the league summer. Righty against Buenaseta. The first pitch. Check swing. And it's called a strike up and in. A beautiful location. Beg your pardon, a swinging strike from Ben Sebastiani. 0-1 to be set. Who rips that one up the left field side and through for a RBI single. 1 run scores. The throw home is not in time, but Bonfili couldn't touch the bag. He's tagged out at home for the first out of the inning. Shepler goes to third. The first ribby of the summer for Ben Sebastiani as the 9th run of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder from Bellarmine, number 5, Connor Johnston.
Runners on the corners, one down here for Connor Johnston, who reached on an error. He swings first pitch and fouls it away, 0-1. The 0-1 to CJ. Misses up and away, ball 1.
That was just the third hit of the inning? 9
Yeah.
runs on 3 hits.
Yeah.
How do you like that?
Stomper special, perhaps. The 1-1. Johnston takes upstairs, ball 2. Johnston reached on an error. The man on deck, Bryson Ayala, was walked, so neither of them have hits this inning. Ben Sebastiani, Nick Sebastiani, and Anthony Shepler, the close friends, have the 3 belonging to Sonoma in the bottom of the 6th. A 2-1. Hit the other way, foul and out of play. Rings off the roof of the bathrooms on the third base side here at Arnold Field. 9 runs, the most all summer in an inning by Sonoma. Connor Johnston has a chance to add on to that. Poinaceda a pitch away from getting out of the inning with a runner on first, 1 down. As Johnston bounces that one over to Wrightster, he gloves, throws to first, just settling for the second out as Shepler scores. 4-3 moves Sebastiani into scoring position for Bryson Ayala with 2 down. 10 runs here in the bottom of the 6th. With a chance for more.
The shortstop from Tulane, number 51, Bryson Ayala.
Bryson Ayala, the 14th man up this inning. 2 down, runner on second. Buenaseda looks back and comes home. Ayala takes high and away, ball 1. Ayala reached an error on the second, grounded out to third in the 4th, and walked earlier this inning. It's the 1-0. Misses away, ball 2. The scoreboard says there's been 0 runs this inning. That's not true. There's been 10. Just can't count that high in the runs per inning column. 2-0 to Bryson. Swing and a miss, strike 1. He wanted every piece of that one. Buenaseda hopes to end what feels like a marathon of an inning. Swing and a miss, strike 2. He's a pitch away from doing so. This inning has gone on, this half inning has gone on for nearly 30 minutes. The 2-2 to Ayala. Check swing fouled. We'll do the 2-2 once more. There's a lot of things you could do in 30 minutes. You could cook a dinner. You could...
How good of a dinner?
A pretty decent dinner, I'd say. Just the first thing that comes to mind. I'm getting hungry as the game goes on. Swinging strike 3, that's the inning. It's finally over After 30 minutes, 10 runs on 3 hits, 2 errors. We head to the top of the 7th. Kieran Costa takes you home on the Sonoma Stompers Broadcast Network.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard.
We play on to inning number 7. The Stompers put up a 10 spot in the bottom of the 6th. And Aiden Tinsley is the new arm, a righty from Modesto Junior College, working with a 14-0 cushion.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 13, Johnny Reister.
Bonfili goes out to the mound to talk with Tinsley, make sure they're on the same page about the righty's pitch mix. And he's back behind the plate. And Johnny Reister will be followed by Braden Sells and then John Arnold, who came in as a defensive replacement and has played 35 minutes of defense without an at-bat. First pitch swinging, grounded to second. Ben Sebastiani throws out the speedy Reister, and wow, never seen someone swing first pitch after giving up 10 runs on the other side. And defense is going to be right back out there at this rate. Braden Sells is a righty. He's 0 for 2. And he takes a first pitch strike from Tinsley. Aiden from Stockton, California, making his 5th appearance, and this one's fouled back. It's 0-2. 6 innings pitched for Mr. Tinsley, 6 hits, 2 earned runs. He's walked 1 and struck out 4. He works 0-2 against Sells. And misses just inside. Beg your pardon, it's a called strike 3. First strikeout for Tinsley, the 7th for Sonoma pitching. And for the first time, that'll bring up Nomar Vazquez. And this one's fouled back. That one is a called strike, and the count's 0-2. One-two pitch comes to Vazquez, high for a ball. One ball and 2 strikes to Vazquez. a swing and a miss. Vasquez goes down swinging. Bonfili clears and throws. 1-2-3 inning for Tinsley. And after a 30-minute Stomper bottom of the sixth, it's about a 3-minute Filipino top of the seventh. Time to stretch in Sonoma in a 14-0 game.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority. And Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority. And Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams.
Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck.
Richie Barrera, a lefty from LA Mission College, will come in for AJ Buenasera. For Barrera, he made 18 appearances and in 8.1 innings, he gave up 6 earned runs. And he delivers to Keys, a called strike 1.
Now pitching, number 39, Richie Barrera.
And good news for Barrera. He'll have to work pretty hard to do much worse in the last inning.
His pitch to Keys is a called strike, and the count is quickly nothing in two to Trent, who was reached on an error, grounded out, and walked. The Blues have opened it up over the Crawdads by a score of 10-3. Menlo Park on top of San Francisco 9-4. And here in Sonoma, the Stompers lead it 14-0. 0-2 pitch coming to Keys. Struck him out swinging. First strikeout for the new pitcher, Barrera. It is just the 4th for Philippines pitching.
And that's something that Barrera has done pretty well this summer through 8 2/3 entering today. He struck out 10. The issue has been command. He's also walked 10. So he's really trying to induce swing and misses. If his stuff is missing, that's where it can be dangerous.
The pitch is low.
Let's see how he's given up 10 walks this year on a pitch like that. I mean, that one was very, very low.
One-0 pitch coming to Sebastiani. A couple of singles, 4 driven in already today. And that one misses 2-0. AJ Buenasera went 1 inning, 2 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned, 1 walk, 2 hit by pitches, and 1 strikeout. So that, beg your pardon, was the 5th for Philippines pitching when Keys went down to start this bottom of the 7th. But 2-0. Curveball finds the outside corner, 2-1. Barrera looking for a much-needed quick inning for the Philippines. 2-1 pitch to Sebastiani. Here it is, outside 3-1. In that inning, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 free passes issued. Three-one hitters count to the righty Sebastiani. Swing and a miss, 3-2. The Philippines have issued 8 free passes and made 4 errors. Not really helping out their pitchers. They really aren't helping out themselves either.
It's going to be tough down 14.
Stompers beat the Philippines baseball group 18-2 last year. This year they lead 14-0 in their first game. And Sebastiani splits the outfielders in left center field for a base hit. 3rd hit of the ball game for Nick. His first 3-hit ball game of the summer. And that brings up Mateo Heredia.
Now batting, the third baseman from CSU Northridge, number 49, Mateo Heredia.
One on, one out for Mateo Heredia. Mateo's 2 for 4, 2 singles, reached on an error, scored a run, stole a base, driven 1 and 2. And he takes down below the zone on a curveball. The count is 1-0. Stompers a 2-touchdown lead, 14-0. 1 on, 1 out, 1-0 pitch in the bottom of inning number 7. Barrera finds the outside edge with a fastball, 1-1. 4 in the second, 10 in the 6th. One called strike, 1 and 2. One-two pitch with 1 out to Mateo Heredia. Nick Sebastiani not going from first. Heredia bounces it towards third, and that's past the outstretched reach of Vasquez into left. 3rd hit for Mateo Heredia. His 2nd 3-hit game of the week. Sonoma plays station to station.
Now batting, the designated hitter from Bellarmine, number 36, Angel Garcia.
First pitch comes, and it misses outside to Angel Garcia. Nate, how many NFL games do you think have ended at exactly 14-0?
Testing my scoregami knowledge
Yeah.
here, huh?
Ever.
Ever.
According to Gemini, I didn't do a lot of research. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, high fastball, 1-1. Luca can double check on the stats for us.
There's been a lot of NFL games
There has
over
been.
what, over 100 years of NFL history. True. Gonna guess like 123.
Less. Breaking ball in there for a called strike number 2.
84?
77,
Okay.
76, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Because think how it's pretty uncommon to have a shutout.
Oh, it's not going to happen in today's NFL. It would have happened in like 1945.
Yeah, I wonder when the last one was. That's why you have a stats team. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Angel Garcia. I wonder how many baseball games have ended 14-0. That one is low, 2-2.
MLB Scoregami. I know there was people try to start MLB Scoregami. It doesn't work because there's only one way you can score. You can just score 1 run, 2 run, 3 run, 4 run. It's not like there's like safeties or field goals or 1 point safeties.
Also true. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Angel Garcia. He winds this one foul down the right field line.
I mean, really, that's when football scores get weird, is when you get safeties or 2-point conversions. That's when things get fun. Or missed PAT.
Yeah, but you can get to 6 pretty easily without the missed PAT. And now you're going for 2 so many times
Yes,
if you're at a
that's true.
6. Garcia takes outside, and the count is now full at 3-2.
You think there's ever been a NBA game that ended 14-0? Probably not.
Maybe 1.
Back in the
Like sort of everything's
before
happened,
the shot
right?
clock era.
Yeah, maybe. Get up 14-0, dribble it out. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Angel Garcia. And he hits this one hard. Diving stop by Arnold. He gets up, he throws to second, and the out is recorded there. A very, very nice play for a 6-4 fielder's choice. To third base goes Sebastiani. Back to the dugout goes Heredia. And that 15th run is now 90 feet away. Runners at the corners, 2 outs for Andrew Bonfili.
For all the hits we've seen up the left side of the infield, and we've seen a few errors over there, 2 on the shortstop in the last inning alone. That was probably the hardest hit ball over the left side of the infield. And it was a great play from Arnold.
Bonfili checks his swing and doesn't swing, according to John Pierce. Bonfili takes a called strike this time, 1-1. One pitch. Bonfili, broken bat, weak ground ball to third. Charging is Vasquez. He slings to first and gets Bonfili out to end the inning. For the Stompers, no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We head to the 8th inning. Sonoma in control, 14-0.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On Deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma.
Jaden Ramos is the new pitcher. He is the sixth man to throw. Messenger, Kato, Rutan, Tinsley, and now Ramos, none of them have given up a run or a hit. Pena, his spot is in the order. I don't know if that's Pena at the plate. That's number 11, Christopher Vercelis. I think there was like 3 double switches we didn't catch. Vercelis cranks one to deep left center field. That's going to 2-hop to the track. Cutting it off is Johnston, and he throws it in. Stand-up double for Christopher Vercelis off the bench.
With that leadoff run and scoring position, anything can happen from here. I guess my question to you, Kieran, is we had a 14-0 baseball final just in the last year.
Did we? For sure?
Not at the MLB level, but in the WBC, the Dominican Republic beat the Netherlands 14-0.
Yeah, but was that a 9-inning baseball game? Didn't they run rule 'em in the WBC?
It was in 7.
Not regulation, so I'm not counting it.
Fair enough.
It's a fun Dutch team, though. A lot of Curaçaoan players. Jerkson Profar. Didi Gregorius made his return to professional baseball. 1-1. Skips past Bonfili to the screen. Wild pitch charge to Ramos, who is making his 5th appearance. He's 1-0. A 7.71 ERA.
Pardon, the game was. I got that game wrong. It was actually
no.
It was Chinese Taipei versus Czechia.
That was early. That must have been early. That was like
Tokyo
the first
Dome.
3 games. 1-1 is grounded to third. Heredia from very deep short throws out Wyatt Lamarsna. RBI and the first of the ball game. So now, Nate, your job is to find the next 14-1 final, no longer 14-0.
Have there ever been a 14-1 NFL game with a 1-point
Oh,
safety?
yes. Back to scoreagami we go. You going yes or no on that one? Just straight up.
14-1 ever in NFL history?
Maybe.
You never know. I don't think so.
I mean, 14-1 MLB score must have happened. Must have happened in the last 10 years. No.
There's been 14-0, but there's never been 14-1.
No 14-1.
How many times do you think there's been nobody on? We'll see how relevant the stat will be, and I don't really want it to happen. But 14-2?
The pitch is bounced to third. Gloving it is Heredia, and he's going to throw out easily. Out 5-3. That can't be Kai Nagashima.
That's
John Arnold. Okay, at least we have that correct. Vasquez stayed in the game to play third base, and then it was dual double switches from Jaden Ranieri. That ball misses high for ball 1. So we had the defensive alignment correct. It was Vercelis came into the game to play right field, and Lamarsna Pena came out of the game, and this ball's popped up to second base. Sebastiani can't see it, so the right fielder Keys comes in to make the play very near to the infield dirt. The side is retired. 1 run on 1 hit. No errors, nobody left. Philippines get a run. It's 14-1.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard.
Nomar Vasquez, who started this game at shortstop, played the last couple innings at third, is now in the game to pitch the bottom of the eighth, making his first appearance. Mays Borgmeyer's in at third, so it's
Arnold at
Marsna
short.
in left, Haruta in center, Vercelis in right, Borgmeyer, Arnold, Reitster, and Sells third to first, and Anthony Schempler fouls it back to the screen.
Now, to go back to our scoring trivia here, Kieran, how long ago was the most recent 14-1 game in the MLB?
It could not have been that long ago.
Try today.
Wow.
The A's and the White Sox played a 14-1
Oh, the White Sox, yeah,
game.
White Sox beat him. Peters hit for the cycle.
Yes.
Third cycle of the season. Oh, that one's lined to first. Nice catch by Sells. Anthony Schempler is out, one away. So for Richie Barrera in the seventh, he went just one inning. He gave up 2 hits, no runs. He did not walk anybody, and he struck out 1. Nomar Vasquez gets Schempler to start the eighth. 14-1 ball game.
I mean, pretty wild, in this discussion of scoring that it happened today. Pretty cool moment.
Hopefully the Summers can add to that 14 runs as Sebastiani goes around. It's 0-1. Ben today 2 singles, a walk, 2 runs scored, and RBI. He is 2 for 3. And he takes in the counts 1-1. And that one's going to hit Sebastiani. He heads to first. 68 miles an hour on a curveball. He's on base for the 4th time today.
Now batting, the center fielder from Bellarmine, number 5, Connor Johnston.
Connor Johnston, 0 for 4. An RBI and a run scored. Takes low, skips away from Rodriguez, and Ben Sebastiani's going to hold at first base in a 13-run ball game. Classy move from Ben Sebastiani.
I like to think his brother, who's sitting to the left of us, Luca, would have done the same in that position, but I can't really.
I don't think Luca would have gotten to first.
No, well, yeah, there's that.
1-0 pitch. Johnson starts his swing, and the home plate umpire, Ellenthorpe, says he went around 0-1. Johnson hits this one to center, and Haruta makes the play on a little knuckling line drive.
Now batting, the shortstop from Tulane, number 51, Bryson Ayala.
Bryson Ayala hits with 2 outs and a man at first. He reached on an error, grounded out, walked, and struck out. Right on right, Vasquez misses up and away with 83. Vasquez comes home. Ayala lines it to right center field. That's a base hit. Cutting over is Haruta. He's going to pick it up. Sebastiani motors from first to third. Single for Ayala. On base for the 3rd time today. And that'll reset to the top of the lineup for the 6th time. It's Trent Keys.
Number 3, Trent Keys.
Stompers sent it back to the top of the lineup for a 6th time yesterday as well. 8 guys got 6 plate appearances, and we'll see how many do here. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. First pitch from Vasquez to Keys is low, 1-0. Trent reached on an error to lead off the ball game, was hit by a pitch in the later in that first inning, or in that second inning actually, and then grounded out, walked, and struck out. Left-handed hitter awaits the 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Tondag, Tanuki, Hernandez, Buenasera, Barrera, and now Vasquez. 1-1 pitch. Trent takes inside 2-1. Got himself his 10th hit by pitch of the season in the second inning. Stompers sent 9 men to the plate in the second, and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 to the plate in the 6th. Keys takes low. One more wide one would load him up for Nick Sebastiani, who would be hunting a 4th hit and a chance to add to a 4 RBI total. Three balls and 1 strike. Hitters count to TK3. And he lines this one to third into the glove of Borgmeyer, the new third baseman. And the 8th is over for the Stompers. No runs on 1 hit. No Philippines errors and 2 left. To the 9th inning we go. Sonoma nursing a 13-run cushion.
In your quest for roofing services, the Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats to the family. La Michoacana Ice Cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma.
Riley Dickey comes on to make his 5th appearance. In 4 appearances, he's gone 3 2/3 innings. He has struck out 5 hitters. He has not given up a hit or a run or a walk. He's faced 11 hitters and he's gotten all 11 out. He faces Mays Borgmeyer, who played at LA Pierce this last year, where he had 361 with a 443 on base percentage.
Last time we saw Riley Dickey, he was two strikes away from an immaculate inning. 1, 2, 3, strikeout 1, 1, 2, 3, strikeout 2, strike 1, then pitch the ball to top of the Indians' order.
He faces Borgmeyer, Rodriguez, and then Wrightster. First pitch, fastball called strike at the knees at 85 miles an hour. And Sonoma has a chance to play their 2nd home game that would end in under 3 hours this season. They have 13 minutes to make that happen. Dickey delivers, grounded hard but foul up the first base line.
1/6 of those. Is my math right there? Yeah, 1/6 of those minutes would be just from 1/2 inning.
Exactly. Sonoma hit for nearly 30 minutes in the home half of the 6th. This one's hit weakly to second. Charging it onto the grass is Sebastiani. He flips to first, and Shepler dropped the ball, E3. And Sebastiani, a very solid throw. I don't know what happened there with Anthony Shepler. He just dropped the ball.
What was well on a way to becoming a clean day defensively. There's the first blemish for Sonoma. Tough one to see. It really should be an easy one to squeeze right there for Shep. One he'll want back.
That brings up Noah Rodriguez, right-handed hitter. Looking for that same ground ball, maybe a little harder to turn to. This ball's popped up foul out of play over the first base dugout and down the right field line. 14-1, Sonoma leads the Philippines. They play again tomorrow at 6:05, pregame show at 5:50. Come out to the ballpark. You can find tickets at stompersbaseball.com. 0-1 pitch. Top of the zone, called strike, 0-2. Sonoma on the doorstep of a 6th straight league win. 0-2 pitch. Right there for a called strike 3. Gone a lookin' as Rodriguez in his only trip to the plate. For Sonoma pitching, it's strikeout number 9. Johnny Wrightster's popped out to the shortstop, popped out to the left fielder, and grounded out to the second baseman. 2-ball ends it. Left-handed hitter. Leading off first is Borgmeyer, and first one's a called a ball. Oh, called a strike, 0-1. Oh, 0-1 pitch. The lefty Wrightster swings and misses 0-2. It's been Cortez to Messenger, Cotto, Rutan, Tinsley, Ramos, and now Dickey. is the 7th man to pitch. 0-2 on the way from Riley. He works off the first base side of the slab. Right on left to Johnny Wrightster, and it's hit foul past Jaden Ranieri, the third base coach. Goodness. And then Sunday, it's back to CCL North action for the Stompers. They play the Seagulls at 6:05 here on Sunday, hoping for what would be a 5th win over SF this season. Looking for their first over the Philippines. 0-2 pitch. Bounce to first and foul. Run through the out-of-town scores. You gotta love the CCL South. The Conejo Oaks and Santa Barbara Foresters tied at 9-9.
No lights in the field at Santa Barbara.
No lights at the high school field where the pride of the CCL South play.
Home of the Dons.
0-2 pitch from Dickey under the lights at Arnold Field. It's bounced to second, could be 2. High up for Ayala, underhands to second, relay to first, not even close. 6-4 fielder's choice, flying up the line was Wrightster. That's hilarious. Does that go in as a tie, or is that game going to be continued?
I believe that game would be continued. Because I don't think you can tie in the CCL.
How far is Conejo to Santa Barbara?
About 45 minutes, an hour. LA traffic can make it an hour and a half, though. They're now playing in Ventura. They're not at Cal Lutheran anymore. So, yeah, it would be probably about 45 minutes, 30 on a good day.
Braden Sells takes a called strike 1. So that's really a meaningless game for the Stompers. Menlo Park leads San Francisco 10-7, bottom of the 8th in San Bruno. And the Blues are finishing off the Crawdads as we speak. It's 11-3 now in the 8th.
Yeah, they have runners on the corners, can score more.
0-1. Lined into right field over Ben Sebastiani, base hit. Coming on is Keys, but it's the center fielder Johnson who picks it up and throws. First to third goes Wrightster. Single for Sells. That is just the 4th hit of the ball game. That's a good question. I don't know who to ask about. Is there ties in the CCL? Let's see if it went into the standings yet. That brings up Nomar Vasquez hitting for himself. 1 for 3, 25% of the hits. He takes a called strike 1. So this is now the first time Dickey's allowed a hit. It's the first time he's faced more than the minimum in his innings. Error, strikeout, fielder's choice single. 2 outs, runners at first and third. 0-1. This time called low, 1-1.
That was a great pitch from Dickey.
I feel he might have oversold it on the frame. He pulled it up. If you stick that at the bottom of the zone, it's a strike. 1-1 pitch from Riley Dickey to Nomar Vasquez. That one's a called strike. Dickey working on his slider here in the 9th, and now 1 strike away from putting away this Philippines baseball group squad. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 9th. Runners lead from first and third. Dickey's pitch to Vasquez. Struck him out swinging. The ball game is over. Sonoma, a wire-to-wire dominant win. They use 7 different pitchers to put away the Philippines by the final score of 14-1. It goes Cortez to Messenger, Cato to Rutin to Tinsley to Ramos. Sonoma's 4 in the 2nd and 10 in the 6th. Get it done. 14-1. We'll be back with the totals right after this.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority, and Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams.
Another game is in the books. To break things down, let's go back to Kieran and Nate with the Stompers post-game show.
Stompers win it 14-1. They've won 6 ball games in a row and improved to 16-13. The Philippines dropped to 0-16. Mason Cortez, the winner, he's 1-0. Ethan Tondag, the loser, he's 0-1. 14-11-1. Triumphs over 1-4-4. The game took 2 hours and 54 minutes here from Arnold Field in Sonoma. Nate, maybe this one's not as sweet as the 14-10 win over Alameda, but it all counts the same in the line score.
Yeah, twice in a row, putting up 14 runs. This lineup is getting hot at a good time of the season. A moment where the Stompers need to create some distance between third and fourth and push for second. Walnut Creek about to lose. It's feeling more and more possible every day if Sonoma's playing baseball like this. Really impressive day from both the lineup and the pitching staff. Stompers relievers only allowed 2 hits and a walk. Ridiculous stuff.
For the Stompers pitching staff, Nate, as you mentioned, Cortez started 3 innings. Then Griffin Messenger, Scotty Cotto, Brady Rutin, Aiden Tinsley, Jaden Ramos ended up being charged with the only run. And Cortez gets the win, Tondag gets the loss. The Stompers send 14 to the plate in the 6th wave. They scored 10 runs, and that's the difference. 14-1, your final. Stompers in the Philippines tomorrow at 6:05, 5:50 on the pregame show. For Luca Sebastiani on the Stats Night and my broadcast partner, Nate Martin, I'm Kieran Costa saying so long from Sonoma.
Thanks for sharing your evening with us here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. For schedule info and game tickets, go to stompersbaseball.com or catch collegiate baseball at its best right here on our YouTube channel. And always remember, success on the field starts with success in the classroom.